Hi there everyone, my name is Heleniq Argyrou, and as you can see here in the background, I'm standing in front of a depiction of a scene from Antiquity that shows us some of these beautiful ancient instruments that existed in Antiquity. You see over here a beautiful harp, right next door a mouth bow or flute, next to that a tambourine, which was in the hands of women that worshipped the goddess Aphrodite, and next to that a very interesting string instrument that looks a little bit like what we know now today to be like a baglama or a bouzouki, a type guitar arrangement of strings. And here next to that is a lyre or a lira, like we say in Greek, and next to that some flutes, and then a beautiful vase on the end of that scene. This beautiful piece was done by an artist here in Cyprus that has done a few other pieces, again depicting antiquity. And as you can see, there is a very clear display of all these individuals being depictions of women. This artist did this piece in 1984, and it's in a hotel here in a very beautiful little town called Larnaca, the arrival airport town, which is on the bay and has a history as far back as 8000 BC. I decided to show this to you because it's a very good example of what few of us know, that in ancient times women were often the music makers, and they, in this depiction, are shown holding a variety of melodic instruments together with percussion. Pointing out, though, the very specific example of the frame drummer, the tambourine that she's holding is a skinned instrument that then has some metal rings on it and is similar to what we now see in Arabic music called the rik, which is a tambourine type instrument, again with metal discs on it. It makes a very beautiful percussive sound, and a rattling metallic addition to that sound is exemplary of a type of shaker that we would normally use in percussion. The shaker creates this kind of timing signal inside the pulse. So this tambourine is an instrument that was reawakened by Lane Redmond. The late Lane Redmond wrote the book When the Drummers Were Women, and found that there were more statues, relics of these women holding frame drums that were used in ancient times as talismans or artifacts thought to accompany the dead to the other world, to the next world, and therefore buried inside the earth together with the person that was passing on. And there were more of these statues here in Cyprus than anywhere else in the world, or more have been found here, pointing to the fact that Lane Redmond then speaks about in her book, and honored through her life, to the fact that here in Cyprus we have a tradition, an ancient tradition of frame drumming by women. Probably a bigger group existed here more than anywhere else in the world. So I welcome you to come and visit us here and join me in various trips and excursions where we will go and meet these sacred spaces. We will play this drum and the traditional frame drum, and we will learn about this lineage of women that I call a lineage or a legacy of divine femininity. And we will learn about them through the use of the drum, and we will understand why the drum was used in this time to celebrate, honor, and respectfully, ceremonially strengthen the goddess divine feminine principle. The element of divine femininity was here named Aphrodite, although she's been called many names here in Cyprus. And I will tell you about all of that, and I will tell you about the psychological, mystical, and esoteric significance of the feminine principle, and how in balance with masculine, yin and yang, tantric relationships, this feminine principle needs our respect, our honor, and our reverence once again on the planet. And here in Cyprus, more than anywhere else, there were various traditions practiced, like the bee priestesses, who also learned from nature a lot about the truth and the universal truths that existed and that exist in this very amazing universe we live in. So you can also catch an online course if you like to learn the frame drumming, and I teach you traditional cultural rhythms, but also meditative, deepening practices that will help you awaken your cutting-edge collective consciousness and help you build these higher states of awareness. And also in very simple ways, in very obvious ways sometimes, but very deeply profound techniques and tools will help you discover and develop what I call your rhythmic wisdom, which is a way of understanding how vibration affects absolutely everything and how it can be used to deepen and activate very significant levels of intelligence that we as human beings can develop and must develop in order to live and actually thrive with in this beautiful time that we're living in. Thank you for watching. You can sign on to the website for more, www.ahaintelligence.com. And if you want to drop me an email or leave a comment, I'd really like to hear more about any needs or any special requests that you have. There you go. Beautiful female musicians from Antiquity. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.